Welcome to freedivorce.com.
This is Christina.
This is Ed. Today we're going to talk about the Judgment of Dissolution form, which is FL180. You use this same form for a divorce judgment, a judgment of legal separation, or a judgment that nullifies your marriage. The same form works for all three types of judgments.
At this point in time, we're assuming you have filed for divorce and you and your spouse have exchanged your preliminary declaration of disclosure documents. We're also assuming you have been able to reach an agreement with your spouse on all of the issues, including agreements about dividing your assets and debts, agreements about support, and if you have minor children by your marriage, agreements about child custody. Finally, we're assuming you have reduced the terms of your settlement agreement to writing using either the Marital Settlement Agreement approach or using the Collection of Judicial Council forms approach. Now it's time to prepare your judgment for dissolution using the judgment form, FL180. Ed, tell us about the FL180 form.
Your judgment of dissolution will consist of a two-page court form called Judgment, which is the FL180. You will attach to that form either a signed marital settlement agreement or the collection of the Judicial Council court forms discussed in the last video dealing with property division, child custody, child support, and spousal support.
Is the FL180 in our court forms database?
Yes. In our database, you will find a blank FL180 judgment form that you can fill out and print for free. In addition to the blank version of the FL180, in our database you will find 3 separate versions of the completed FL180 that you can review to understand what a completed form can look like.
Why are there 3 completed versions of the FL180 instead of just one?
There's 3 versions because how you fill out the FL180 depends on the type of judgment you intend to submit to the court. One completed version of the FL180 assumes you are using the Marital Settlement Agreement approach. One completed version assumes you are using the Collection of Judicial Council forms approach to set forth your settlement agreement. The third version assumes there is no settlement agreement and the case is being processed as a true default. All 3 completed versions of the FL180 in the database are clearly labeled so you know which version to consider for your case.
After I pull up a blank FL180 from the database, what do I do?
Fill it out by checking various boxes on the form and filling in the appropriate blanks. After you have completed the form, print it. Then attach to the FL180 either your marital settlement agreement or your collection of the various Judicial Council forms dealing with property division, spousal support, and, if you have minor children, child custody and child support.
If you have minor children, so the child support is part of your settlement agreement, don't forget to attach the FL192 to your FL180.
That's right. As we mentioned in earlier videos, if your settlement agreement includes any child support provisions, then you are required to attach to your judgment the FL192 form. It does not matter if you are using the Marital Settlement Agreement approach or the Collection of Judicial Council forms approach. If child support is part of the divorce settlement agreement, you must attach the FL192 form to the judgment. Again, the FL192 form is a very simple form. It's a 2-page form. The first page describes the procedures you are to follow for reimbursement of the children's health care costs. The second page explains that a child support order is part of a judgment and that child support can be modified if significant changed circumstances occur in the future. The second page also explains how to modify child support. You do not need to fill out anything on this form. Just go to our database, find the FL192, print it, and attach it to your FL180. If you do not have minor children by your marriage, you can skip the FL192 form.
If I am using the Judicial Council forms approach to set forth my divorce settlement agreement, is there another form I need to attach to my FL180?
There is. The form is called Stipulation for Entry of Judgment. If you're using the Marital Settlement Agreement approach for your judgment of dissolution, you do not need to use the Stipulation for Entry of Judgment form. However, if you are using the Collection of Judicial Council forms approach for your judgment of dissolution, Then you will also need a document that is signed by both parties that confirms that you both agree to all of the provisions set forth in all of the Judicial Council forms that are being attached to the judgment. There is no Judicial Council form called Stipulation for Entry of Judgment.
If there's no Judicial Council form called Stipulation for Entry of Judgment, where do I get the form?
Some counties have a local form you can use. However, we have created a form that you can use, and we put it in our court forms database. Go to our database and find the form entitled Stipulation for Entry of Judgment. This form is one of just a few Word documents contained in the forms database. Our database includes both a blank version of this form and a completed version that you can look at as an example. Fill out the form. Basically, you are filling out the name of your case, the case number, and then you're checking the different boxes for the various Judicial Council forms that you intend to be part of your judgment of dissolution. You will attach this Stipulation for Entry of Judgment form to your FL180 Judgment of Dissolution form. After you fill out this form, print it. Then you and your spouse need to sign the form. When you and your spouse sign the form, your signatures must be notarized. The court will not accept the form or the judgment if your signatures on this form are not notarized.
Going back to the judgment form, the FL180, is that judgment form difficult to fill out?
Filling out the FL180 can be confusing. For those who want additional help with the judgment forms, we offer a Judgment Video Guide package. You can access the Judgment Video Guide package by going to our homepage. The Judgment Video Guide package is set forth along with all of the other video guides. The guides are offered at a nominal cost, which helps us to offset the cost of producing and hosting them. If you elect to purchase the Judgment Video Guide package, you can get access to 3 instructional videos. One video guide shows you how to fill out the FL180 judgment form. One shows you how to fill out another form called Notice of Entry of Judgment, which is FL190. The third video shows you how to fill out a form called Appearance, Stipulations, and Waivers, which is FL130. The video guides will walk you through each court form line by line, providing valuable tips and information on how to fill out each form to your advantage. We provide information about how you can fill out the FL180 so as to extend health insurance coverage and how to fill out the form to provide income tax advantages. We explain what many of the boxes on the FL180 mean. We also provide other useful information. Those explanations will be useful when making decisions about what to write down on the forms and which boxes to check. You get all 3 video guides as part of our judgment package.
Do I have to buy the judgment video package in order to get access to FL180, FL190, and FL130 forms?
No. All of those forms are absolutely free in our court forms database. We make the judgment video package available at a nominal cost to simplify and clarify the process of filling out these 3 forms. This has been a presentation by freedivorce.com.